Guys, welcome back to the Scalping channel. My name is Kane, and in this video, I explain to you a super simple scalping strategy that you can execute on the 1-minute time frame. This scalping strategy is perfect for novice traders, but can of course be executed by experienced traders as well. Before we start, don't forget to join my free Telegram channel where I show you my buy and sell positions completely free of charge. This is extremely useful if you are not yet a profitable trader and you want to profit from price movements. For this strategy, I use two indicators. The first indicator is the EMA, which stands for Exponential Moving Average. Go to the settings, and in the style, you can choose the color white. Of course, you can just choose any other color. In input, change the length from 9 to 200. We use the EMA to see if the price is moving in an uptrend or downtrend. We can see this easily. Namely, if the price moves above 200 EMA as it does here, then we know that the price is generally moving higher and higher and thus moving in an uptrend. So at that point, we only open buy positions. If the price moves below 200 EMA, then it means that the price is moving in a downtrend and is generally falling. So at that point, we open only sell positions. The second indicator we use for this scalping strategy is called Trend Line with Breaks, created by Luxalgo. Click it once. We do not need to adjust this indicator, so we can go straight to the confirmations of this scalping strategy. The rules of this scalping strategy are simple. I begin by explaining a buy position. As you can see, the Trend Line with Breaks indicator automatically draws trend lines on the price. In the case of a buy position, we only look at the green trend lines moving above the price. If we see a green trend line, then we wait for a green B. The B stands for breakout. This means that the price breaks out over the above trend line. When that happens, we can actually open a buy position immediately. We open the buy position at the first candle, which closes above the trend line. This is also the candle with the green B below it. Then you place the stop loss below the last swing low. I advise you to place the stop loss a bit below the swing low and not exactly on the swing low. Often the price comes back to the swing low, which would hit the stop loss. So always place the stop loss a little below the low. Then I place my take profit target 2.5 times higher, which means we have a risk-reward ratio of 2.5. This also means we make 2.5 times our stop loss profit. So suppose you want to risk $100 on a stop loss. Then on a winning buy position, you earn $250. As you can see, this scalp position closed with a profit in just a few minutes, which means that this is a real scalping strategy. After we have had a profitable buy position, we simply wait for another green bell. As soon as this new B appears, we open another buy position and set the stop loss below the last swing low again. Then we place our profit 2.5 times again. In this case, you can see a good example why you should never place the stop loss exactly on the swing low, but a bit below it. This is because here the price first comes back to the low before it goes up. If you had placed the stop loss here, you would have made a loss instead of a profit. We have now had 2 profitable buy positions in a row. This scalping strategy is really simple. As I said at the beginning, we just have to wait before we can take profits. Now we are just going to wait for another green bay. Keep an eye at all times that the price does still move above the 200 EMA. Indeed, should the price move below the 200 EMA, then we will start looking at selling positions. But I will come back to that in a moment. I want to show you one more profitable buying position. We see it here. Indeed, in this case, we see another green B, and thus open a buy position. We set the stop loss below the last swing low and place our profit 2.5 times higher. Should you risk $100 on this position, again, you would have had $250 profit. Now let's look at the rules for a sell position. Before I explain the rules of a sell position of this scalping strategy, the first thing that is important for you is to trade on a good scalping exchange. Bidget is a good exchange if you want to perform a scalping strategy like this one, since it has super low transaction cost. I myself use this exchange all the time. You can use leverage of 125 times and you can trade over 150 cryptocurrencies super cheaply. In addition, BitGet is giving away a one-time deposit bonus of up to $4,153. If you also want to trade on this exchange, you can visit BitGet via the link below this video. Now let's take a quick look at a selling position. A sell position is basically the exact opposite of a buy position. In this case, we want the price to move below 200 EMA. This is because once the price moves below EMA, it means that the price is generally falling and we want to trade with the fall. I also explained this at the beginning. So as soon as the price moves below 200 EMA, we ignore the green trend lines and only look at the red trend lines. We now wait for a red B, and as soon as this red B occurs, we can immediately open another sell position. I now set the stop loss above the last swing high and now place my profit 2.5 times lower. As you can see, this was also a nice profit. We now simply wait again for the next red B. As soon as it occurs, we open another sell position and set the stop loss above the last swing high. In this case, we see that this would have been a losing position. Of course, sometimes you also make a loss. But because we use a risk-reward ratio of 2.5, we ensure that we always have a profit in the long run. We just wait again for another red bay. This one, as you can see, takes place here, and so we open another selling position and set the stop loss above the last swing high. This was another profitable selling position though. In this case, we do see again that it is always important to set the stop loss a bit above the swing high. If you had placed it at the same height in this case, you see that you would have made a loss. And that's a shame because the price still dropped afterwards. That's it again for this video. If you want to receive free buy and sell signals, you can follow the link under this video to my free Telegram channel. I will tell you daily which cryptocurrencies I am buying and selling. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to subscribe because I post similar videos several times a week and I would love to see you next time.